And I got good time. I don't know what happened to that, ladies and gentlemen, but something strange, and I got to do all this all over again. It must be for some strange reason or another. Maybe it's just for the moment that I'm here to get to this particular point. I can't understand how people can sit back and negotiate slavery. I can't sit and understand, for the sake of me, how people can sit and negotiate second-class citizenry. I can understand, for the sake of me, how for 400 years could be thrown in our face, May 25th, 2020, at the murder of George Floyd. For the whole world to see exactly what we all experience. Every human being on the face of this earth is going through the same thing in one way or another. There are none that are excused. And what we're going through is we the people, all of us, doing our thing. Every last one of us got a thing. And we live in a world where our thing is to be used for exploitation, for our existence on this plane. We have been taught that from day one. It's been a dog-eat-dog world, and we've all, deep down in our hearts, wanted the same things. We still want the same things. We want those beautiful things, those magnificent things. We want peace. We want to know that we can just shine like the sun and the stars and the moon. I mean, we want that. We want to be prosperous in the things that we go after, the things that we do. We want to be successful in it. We want that, my friends, and we want freedom. Yeah, we want freedom. Freedom, it's just something that's very unique about freedom. It gives you truly the opportunity to be who you are at all times. Freedom. No shame in the game, because the game's all right with me. And by it being all right with me, it's all right with everyone else because it fits. Oh my goodness, freedom. And then joy. Joy to be who you are. We all want it. Every last one of us. From the east to the west, the north to the south, and the heavens and the hell, we want it. Joy. Joy, my friends. Joy. And joy comes because, hey, every day I am. And we love it. We all want it, my friends. And what is it all for? It is that while we live in these forms and these bodies at this time, our dreams come true. We become dream makers. We learn the secret of life by just being who we are and understanding that we are not the master. No, my friends, we're just here in the game. And it's joy. And because it is, our dreams are fulfilled. Our dreams are fulfilled. None of us are ever without those things that are essential for survival, like food. No, never, ever. Clothing, never, ever. Shelter, never, ever. And anything we need as far as education is there for us. Why? Because it makes us better at whatever it is we came on this plane to do. And what we do, my friends, is our contribution to the process. And we only want the best, so education is there for us, unlimited and unrestricted. Oh my goodness, this is the day, this is the time that you should be able to open up your eyes and begin to see and understand what I bring to you. My friends, my friends, my friends. And that's not all. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to live. Nobody wants to get sick. And so we have a healthcare system, the best that the minds of humans can manifest. And it's dealing with to make sure that the sicknesses and the diseases that we've experienced that brings death is mastered. Why? Because the spirit of love inside of us say, you got to go. You can't stay here. No more cancer. You talk about people. No more cancer. No more anything that takes you away from us. When you go, it is by your own decision. You're ready to go. I'm ready to go, and the world says, I was glad you were here. Thank you, so brother. Have a good time. And then, my friends, you know what it is? All that we put our hands to happen. Why does that happen? Because we recognize that there's a power bigger than us, and we accept that power. But since we recognize that power and we accept that power, we allow that power to live within us, and we become a physical manifestation of that power. And what we see God is what we are standing to be. You understand me? Every last one of us are a representation of God. Now, what God are you representing? I'm talking about the God that says, my friends, we are all one, and we are all children of God. Now, I'm not talking about what you and what we and have been taught. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, here in the United States of America, how can we as black people, how can we as people of color sit back and have somebody pass some laws or make some legislation about what they're going to make a penalty or a fine if you do that to these people? We're going to punish you. What the hell is that all about? Don't need no law. Why? Because we are brothers. And what does that mean? That means that I need you and you need me, and we know that. Hey, brother, ain't no hurting one another. You ain't got to worry about a cop doing anything. What a cop doing with a gun? In a society that works peacefully, in a society where there's justice, in a society where those things that I've been telling you about right here for the past 40 years, what you doing with a gun? Because this is a prison, this is hell. But I'm trying to tell you, in the middle of it, ladies and gentlemen, there's an escape. There is an escape. Now, it's some deep stuff I can't tell you here tonight, but I got a whole bunch of videos on YouTube and Facebook. You ought to listen to every doggone thing I say, because I ain't jiving. I guarantee you, I'm not jiving with you. And you know what? I want to live. And living to me means that every last one of you are living as well. That's what living means to me, because if you're not living, if I catch you not living, I got a problem. The pain that you're suffering, I'm feeling. That suffering got to go. That means that you got to live too. So whatever's holding you back, you got to get out of the way. That's my duty. That's my responsibility, because that is the power of the living Spirit of God that lives inside of me. And all I can do is all I can do. But I guarantee you, I'll do it. And it's no shame in my game, because I ain't have to do nothing that I'm ashamed of. Except, I'm going to be honest to tell you one thing. Once I had a time, I'm just talking to you now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just killing time. I'm going to share something with you. I had a dog. Kind of a nice little dog. His name was Brutus, I believe. Nice dog. Yeah. We was a little puppy, just coming in. And at the same time, my wife had a baby. And it was, her name was Taylor. And all of a sudden, something messed with my psyche. See, I'm from the South. And in the South, where I'm from, dogs are things outside. They don't even come in the house. You might have what you call a Gary or push or something that might come out there, but as for a dog walking through your house, no. Now, I don't know about white people. I don't even know about all black people, but I know about a bunch of them, and they don't play that. So the dog is outside. So I was really kind of trying something new with this new dog in a different state. And then here's all of a sudden my baby coming home. Now I'm looking at my baby, and I'm looking at a dog in the house. Can I trust a dog in the house with my baby? Well, I wasn't going to take no chance with that. Now, as much as I cared about the dog, I had this little special room. She can hang around us, all that other stuff, but when the times were tight, her special room was like, you got your special room, she got her special room, and that was there. But I really, deep down inside, I felt that I was doing something that wasn't fair. I was loving this child, and I'm still loving the dog, but I'm treating them different. Anyway, to make a long story short, when the dog got older, she passed away. She or he. Now, I don't even know what the sex was now. Passed away. And I always felt guilty that not that I love my baby more than I did the dog, or express it in a different kind of way. It's just that I could have done them both. But I wasn't trained that way. I wasn't brought up that way. And so here I was being what I am. So I wanted to get me another dog. I wanted to try to make up for a dog that I didn't love like I thought I should have, or like I wanted to. And so I would try to do it with another dog. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. We are what we are. Now, I've been telling you something about a whole different kind of thing. I'm telling you about a different type of reality. Right now, your God is money. Everybody wants money. Why? Because they've been told that money can do anything that God can do. You got the money, you can name it and claim it. But now in order to get the money, you got to play the game of somebody else. You got to dance to somebody else's tune. In other words, there's another boss. So as long as you getting money for what you're doing, you are serving to somebody else. You dig what I'm saying? Even when you start your own little stuff, you still are serving in a game that's being played on all of the masses of the people. And everybody's using everybody else for their own benefit. And so it causes pain and suffering because it's the improper thing to be doing. See, that's the way of the world. But nobody cares. You know, you got cancer, they start talking about, well, we need do some research. They said, well, the money run out. Money ran out. Can you see that? Money ran out, so we're going to let cancer run rampant. Man, this is crazy. Yeah, but see, that's the way it is when God ain't there. You know, that's the way it is. That's when you go down on the streets and everybody's shooting, protesting, and burning buildings or taking over capitals. All that kind of stuff happens because there's no love there, you know. And so this is why it is so essential to me to tell you about that old magnificent power that serves me, that allows me to come and tell you, hey, this stuff is the devil. Yep, it is the devil. Now, and yes, we all live in it. Ain't no doubt about that. But that doesn't mean we can't change it. Who? Why? Well, the power that's in me said we could change it. Now, I don't know what the God in you says. And, you know, but I would love for the God in you to say, yes, we can. And then we began taking those steps. You know, like people up there talking about now, what was that about? Some legislation about infrastructure. And people want to, oh, look here, let me, oh, golly. I was just thinking about this. Excuse me. I was watching something on television today, and when it was watching New York City, and all these big buildings, and you know, I'm thinking about change and stuff like this, and I'm thinking, as I see these buildings, I'm thinking, I bet people must think I'm out of my mind. These magnificent skyscrapers all over the place. I mean, you can see man has done magnificent stuff. Woo-wee! All over the world, men have done magnificent things. Magnificent things, you know. So the gift that comes from the Almighty God has been received bountifully. Woo! Ain't nothing wrong with that. The problem is exploitation. Now, I didn't want to say this, but an evidence of that is when Donald Trump came on the scene, he addressed the needs and wants and desires of many people. And that was good. It might not have been me, but he addressed the needs, the wants and desires of many people, maybe even 75 million. That was wonderful. The problem came, it was for exploitation. It wasn't for the benefit of us all. And if you come on the scene, you're only going to benefit you and your kind. Man, you just as crooked as you can be. You got to be with the God of love. You got to be all across the board. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. You're going to tell you some my people, black people, and I don't care about white people. You got to be out of your mind. The God that's in me says, hey, we are all people. Now, I can die for that. Until next time, Eddie Marcus say, goodbye.